Did you know that 94% of overthinkers report that it negatively affects their daily life?
Makes sense because I know I'm an overthinker and it affects my daily life. Hello, and thanks for coming back to the ClayAlan Chronicles. I appreciate you clicking play and watching. Tonight, I'm going to talk about overthinkers. I just so happen to be an overthinker. I've always known that, but I never really thought of it as a negative thing until I started looking more into it. So if that's something you're interested in, stick around. So overthinking is the habit of constantly overanalyzing decisions, situations, things that you've done in the past, problems, arguments, overanalyzing it to the point where you're butchering it. One way that it can affect you, and one way that it definitely affects me, is over or obsessively second guessing myself. Like when it comes to my content creation, I have a very hard time putting anything out without getting some sort of confirmation from a friend or a relative as to whether, did it sound good? Did it sound stupid? I don't want it to be blah, 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 blah. And it's cool and nobody minds doing that, but it would be nice if I didn't need to do that. I could just make something or do something or decide something and just be okay with that. One day, small baby steps. Another fact is overthinkers struggle with low self-esteem. They suffer from decision fatigue, and these things make it harder to move forward in a healthy and balanced way. So one thing to consider is that overthinking, whether you realize it or not, it affects your health. It affects your mental well-being, your physical well-being, and it can disrupt your daily life. I think I said that already, disrupt daily life. So a couple of the challenges that I face, or you could be facing if you're an overthinker, is like decision-making processes. You can get decision paralysis, anxiety. These issues can also impact your daily life, your relationships, and work. So some of my reasons for overthinking, fear of failure, perfectionism. I like to make sure things are just right. I might notice flaws that nobody else will notice, and sometimes those flaws are probably something that's not even a deal breaker. It's not even something I need to be concerned about. But yet I'm like obsessing over it because I see it. And if I see it, it needs to be fixed. Past experiences could also have a good influence or a strong influence on more of the reasons why we overthink things. So strategies. So one strategy is to learn how to shift focus from why questions to how questions. When somebody overthinks things, they focus on why. Why did this happen? Why do I feel this way? This can lead to spiraling thoughts of self-blame. So shifting to how questions like, how can I approach this? How do I solve this problem? Promotes action and forward momentum, which that helps break the cycle. This shift encourages problem solving and reduces the sense of helplessness that comes with overthinking. Combining this with grounding techniques such as breathing or mindfulness can also help people stay present and prevent overanalysis. So the conclusion, overthinking can feel overwhelming. It can lead to stress, anxiety, and mental exhaustion. However, there are effective ways to manage it. Using the techniques that I suggested, like the why and how questions, are a helpful tool. And remember to practice mindfulness and set limits for yourself. By actively developing these strategies, individuals can reduce the burden of overthinking, making it easier to navigate decisions, staying present, and improve your overall mental well-being. So that'll wrap this up. Do me a favor, if you've got some experiences, comparisons of overthinking, leave a comment. Let me know about it. Talk about it. Let's spark up some conversation in the comments below. And that is all I have tonight on overthinking. Why? Because I'm not going to overthink it. I'll see you next time. reduces ta-da. Ta-da. Oh, thank you for coming. Thank you for thank you. Did I oh I gotcha.